How's it going, guys? This is the Salamander, and today I'll be reviewing Gintama episode 304 2015. Well, now it's 2016, but the anime is called 2015. But anyway, let's get to the point. Say what you will about Gintama, but it has its moments. The beginning was awful of the anime. The comedic scenes of this anime is hilarious as hell. But when this anime gets serious, it gets serious. I mean, the moment it makes the feels come out. Gintama is just a unique anime. It was a hell of an experience to come into, and I'm glad. These moments are what I'm glad that I've decided to one day watch Gintama and stick with it. I mean, today we get one hell of an episode. Gintama versus Takasugi. And I'm sorry I butchered that name, but it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, we got this amazing character finally going at it with Gintama, with Ginsan. Not only that, we also get Kamui versus Kagura. Two of the most insane villains in Gintama finally going at it in the same episodes. I mean, what more could you ask for, really? So now, this is the final showdown. This is the battle to decide if the Shogun lives or dies. Because if Gintama and Kagura go down, there's no one else that could stop them from killing the Shogun. I mean, the Oniwaban are almost gone. They're like the last remaining survivors, or the one that can still kind of fight, are limping. Like, there's not much they can do. So now we finally start the fight between Gintama and Takasugi. I mean, I am sorry, I am butchering that name. I know, I am apologizing. So please forgive me. So they finally got it. Amazing art animation, but as they clash, we get flashbacks. I mean, the creators know we want Gintama's past. We want to know. He knows we crave it. He knows it's typical of an anime to show the backstory of an anime character in this crucial moment. But we ain't gonna lie, we get to learn so much of who Takasugi is, of who Ginsan is, who Katsura is, and we get to see how they more of how they relate to their sensei. I can't remember the name, so I'm just gonna keep going. But in these flashbacks, we see Gin finally meeting Takasugi and Katsura. I mean, my initial thoughts was they always went to the same school. That's where I thought they met each other. But no, they randomly just appeared. Gin just randomly appeared in front of them to stop a fight, or try anyway, before the sensei eventually just pounded each one of them to the ground. Hilarious scene, by the way. So we learned that Takasugi is just a challenger. He's a hooligan in a way. He's been going to different schools, beating up, challenging other schools and beating them up. I mean, he's doing it through official means, I guess. But he shows that he's a rebel. He wants to show his true power. He wants to challenge. So he meets this boy named Gin. They finally find out about the rumor. There's been a samurai with a white-haired, towing a white-haired boy, and this is who it seems to be. This is the rumor right in front of them. So what did they do? They go check him out, and Takasugi, being the rebel that he is, challenges Ginsan. And this was a result I was not expecting. I thought maybe either it would be a draw or Takasugi would win. I did not expect Ginsan to be the superior. I mean, in this episode we find out that Ginsan has been through some serious shit. I mean, even like we get to see Sensei talking about how he's had a horrible past, how we even get that image of him covered in blood-stained bodies with bodies everywhere. So the amount of shit Gin must have gone through as a child. In normal circumstances, Ginsan will be in the role of Takasugi today, in the present. But no, that ain't the case. So once Ginsan beats him, Takasugi is not even being all upset about it. He's just glad he's finally got a challenger. And Sensei just explains to him what a true samurai means, or what his version of a samurai means. And while he's explaining what a samurai is, I think this is the scene which kind of gets into Takasugi's head about how even if you lose your way or wherever, as long as you're a samurai, like as long as you know what you want and shit, like Sensei obviously meant in a good way. So as long as you find your way, as long as you find your belief of who you want to be in life, then that's okay. So I think this scene with the Sensei kind of got to Takasugi. I mean, obviously through normal means this would have transformed him into a great guy. This would have made him become a hero. But knowing the facts that we do, Sensei is unjustly killed in front of Ginsan. I'm not sure if it's in front of Takasugi, but obviously he knows. So this was the start of the path Takasugi takes. This scenario right here splits the two very close characters. I mean, you see in these flashbacks that Takasugi and Ginsan, they both have each other's backs. They're like best friends. They're like rivals. But it's the moment after the war when they decide what they want to do is when they split up. Takasugi wants to revenge, while Ginsan wishes to remain a normal guy and forget about the past and continue and shit. So at the same time, I kind of feel of what Takasugi is after. I mean, he's been through hell. He's his most beloved sensei. He's a guy who made him smile, a guy who made him fit in, who made him welcome, has been killed by the country that now everyone is living peacefully. So in a way, his justification of why he wants to destroy this country, it makes you understand why. But one thing I don't understand is the reason he desperately wants to kill Gin. Is it because of the fact that he's just idly become odd jobs and living a casual life? Is it because he's not helping Takasugi? I mean, what makes Takasugi so hateful against Gin? That is the number one question right now. And now let me get to the fight scene between both battles. So there are 3 battles going on right now. Shinpachi versus the goons of Yato, which who cares really about that shit. 2, Kamui versus Kagura. I mean, we see Kagura is not some whiny little bee. She is strong. We've always known that. But the last encounter with Kamui, it ended terribly. But now Kamui, thanks to what's that swordsman's name from the police? Whatever his name is. Because of him, thanks to him, Kamui has been injured, and Kaguya from Naruto. Kagura is using these weak spots in order to defeat Kamui. I mean, there is no way in hell that she would stand a chance against her older brother. I mean, the experience he's had, the only reason Kagura is not having a chance is because he's terribly injured. So she is using these advantages to try and stop it, Kamui. It's even clear that Kamui is not even such a bad guy. We get a flashback of him hiding his wounds from his mum, so he won't worry her. So we get a little bit of character development right there. Like, we see what kind of guy Kamui is, but being the bloodthirsty beast that he is, like, we see the path that he's gone down. Next, Gin versus Takasugi. Wow, goddamn, I keep pronouncing the name wrong. We see these guys going head to head, but one complaint I have. Does this get on anyone else's nerve? But the fact that Ginsan is using a wooden sword, does that not get anyone else annoyed by the fact that he's using a tourist toy to fight one of the most epic battles ever? I mean, it kind of pisses me off in a way, but I just like to visualize he's actually using a real sword because I just will face it. He should be dead by now. Takasugi should have ripped through that sword in half and straight went for Ginsan's head. I mean, I thought at some point someone's gonna hand him a real sword for the real fight, but no. That just didn't happen. So then we end this episode with a cliffhanger. We see Takasugi end the fight with Ginsan on the floor while him still smiling. Obviously, we don't know what this means. We see obviously a slash from Ginsan, but it does not mean he's down. He is down. I doubt Ginsan will go down this easily. So obviously things are still to come. I wonder how much longer this arc will go on. It's been 5 episodes so far, so it's bound to be drawing to a close soon. But one question is, how on earth is Ginsan gonna win? I mean, he is clearly in a disadvantage. Ever since they were young, Takasugi has been learning, he's been improving, he's been losing constantly from Ginsan, improving himself until he finally wins. And it seems that to this day, he has finally and always will be overcoming Ginsan. One could say his determination to improve, his determination to win is what drives him, is what could make him win. Ginsan, his only motive is to protect, whilst Takasugi, he's been losing to Ginsan. He knows how he fights. He knows how his playstyle. He's known how he's fighting through the war. So he's been using this knowledge to finally take him down. I mean, obviously when they were kids, it was just play fighting. But that development shows that he has what it takes to defeat Ginsan. He knows he has the potential to improve and surpass him. But obviously, knowing anime, he's probably gonna do some bullshit where his family's in trouble. He needs to protect his family, and because of that, he will overcome his issues and shit. But anyway, fantastic episode. We get so much information through flashbacks. We get some amazing fighting scenes. We get a beautiful animation. Did you know they took that week off and did some mad work with this episode? Fantastic anime, fantastic episode, Gintama, and I cannot wait for this arc to end, which is kind of weird to say because I am having such a good time. Anyway, this is Salamander signing out. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe.